Hi everyone, happy Friday. Coming to you hopefully Friday as long as everything uploads like it should. Um, it has been a few weeks. My birthday was last weekend and I pretty much slept. I took Monday off as my birthday was last Monday and I pretty much slept for 3 days straight. I was exhausted. And honestly, it was what I really needed because through some other med changes and some other things going on, and I've taken 2 days off work. You know, any day you're not working, your spirits always get lifted up a little. I've actually felt pretty darn good the last couple days, and so you're going to get a couple videos this weekend. These are going to be kind of backwards, but there was no other way to do this. So tonight I'm going to show you my birthday haul, just the books, and then two that are kind of haul, kind of like my birthday gift to me. Anything during this month is my birthday gift to me. So we're just going to count these as part of the birthday haul. But these are full flip throughs from all the different books I got for my birthday this month. And then Sunday, possibly Monday, I will do a full book and supply haul, birthday haul, where I should just show you these books briefly, and then I'll be pulling out my supplies. And the reason why it's going to be like that is because I still need to swatch my supplies. I have two big sets of pencils to swatch. I have watercolors and a bunch of others, and there may be a chance I just don't have the time, and we'll just have to look at them in more detail later. I don't know. We'll see. But I do have time for full flip throughs tonight. So you will be seeing these again Sunday or Monday, albeit briefly. And then I've got to roll these into my coloring book collection. So yeah, last weekend I would have done a collection video, but I was asleep and on the couch all weekend, and it was a much needed rest. So hopefully, if my energy continues next week and next weekend, we can, get back to doing some videos on a more regular basis around here, is what I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Okay. So different sections, and I will explain, and we will do our flip throughs. First ones we're going to do are cat books. So I got this amazing gift box set from Tammy at Tammy Colors 2. I think it's all cat related. That girl knows me. She knows what I like. She is very much a cat person herself, so she understands. And the last little thing she got me, is one of my favorite things to fiddle with when I'm on like meetings for work. It's this little nesting cat, Russian nesting cat, where there's different cats inside. And I will sit and I will play with this while I'm on calls. It's a really good, fun fidget toy. And, yeah, anyway, that just happened to be right beside this, so I thought it was pretty relevant. All right, so she got me a couple cat-related books. There is The Perfect Cat, and she said these are hard to find as they're out of print. So this one is used, but it's a pretty good copy. And totally down with that. First off, thank you so much, Tammy, for hopefully you're seeing this. I don't know if I thoroughly thanked you on Messenger. Just things have been kind of crazy this week, but I need to go do that tonight. But if you're seeing this, just know I love the box. It's adorable. Love everything you put in it. You are so thoughtful in how you put together your little, the gifts that you send to me, and it's so appreciated. So anyway, this is The Perfect Cat, and of course it is cat shaped, by Sara Muzio. I'm not going to read that, but if you want to pause and read it, by all means. Time spent with cats is never wasted. I like that. Cats are intended to teach us that not everything in nature has a function. How appropriate that I hear squabbles outside as I'm looking at this. So these have like Zentangle or Zendoodle patterns on them, but I'm pretty cool with that. This is not a book. This would be a book that I would use gel pens and maybe not markers, but you know, probably a lot of gel pens to fill in this book, I think. Or watercolors, or you know, these wouldn't be heavy, intense pages, so. When I play with my cat, who knows if I am not a pastime to her more than she is to me. It's Michel de Montaigne? Oh, this book's perfectly fine, Tammy. This looks great. And I like these. I like that these pages are, I mean, that might take a while with like maybe some fine liners. I struggle to find use for fine liners. I bought a bunch like when I first started coloring, like I did a bunch of things and then turned out I just didn't like using them that much, but this might be a good opportunity for some very fine tip fine liners or something, just as long as it doesn't bleed through. Oop. Just barely touched it. The reason cats climb is so they can look down on almost every other animal. It is also the reason they hate birds. I like that. What a neat little book. Really like all these quotes. This will be a fun, just random, like I said. I don't know if I would do colored pencils, but maybe water-based markers in some of these small areas. Definitely would have to test it, but thank you so much for finding that. I really I like the shape of it. I like the design. Excuse me, my goodness. How rude. Black Cat coloring book. I got this book and fell in love with it. Thought you might like it too. Now, I have a soft spot for black and white cats, but really just black cats overall. I consider kind of black and white cats part of that group, and by far, well, maybe not by far, but the majority of the cats that I've had throughout the years have wound up being black cats or black and white cats. Oftentimes, they are overlooked in shelters, and since you know rural areas like mine have a problem with people putting, you know, dumping animals when they become inconvenient. See my story from a few months ago of how I acquired BMO. Um, a lot of those cats end up being, unfortunately, black cats and black and white cats, and there's just still stigma around them. There are people that don't want them because they don't photograph well. Like there's numerous reasons, and none of them, in my opinion, are good reasons. So I have a soft spot for black cats because I just kind of feel like they're the most undervalued cats out there. So I'm excited about this one. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, are all these where the cats are actually blacked out already? I know some people don't like that, but I honestly love that. It's almost like a reverse black background. Y'all know how much I love. Ugh, there's a fly around here. sorry. Y'all know how much I love black backgrounds, and this is kind of like a reverse black background. Oh, so cool. I love that. And I've always said I love black backgrounds because they make all the other colors pop. And I believe that would be the case too with black cats. I feel like if you have a black cat in a picture, then just like in real life, they make everything around them pop. They are the star of the show, but they also enhance everything around them, in my opinion. Oh, that's so cute. I like that picture. Just contemplating life under a tree in the breeze. I actually like that they are also already blacked out because it's hard to color in black cats because a lot of times then the lines, because they're black, unless you go back over them with white paint like you would here and create the whiskers and the eyes, like it's really hard to get their features to stand out when you paint a cat solid black in a coloring book. And so I really love that this step, because I'm lazy, has already been done for me and done a whole lot better than I could do it. It's one of the reasons I don't do entirely black cats when I color, is just like I said, I don't generally want to go back over the lines or anything with, and I'm not very good at being able to completely eliminate black lines, even with gel pens, with paint, what have you. So I love that that is already being done with these guys. That actually makes this intensely easier. Oh, he's so cute, his little mouse friend. It looks like a bird with one leg. Like he brought you a gift. Hopefully, it is a stuffed bird. It's not a real bird. We don't do that around these parts. The kitties have plenty of entertainment watching the birds in the bird feeder, but they do not have access to the birds. Because I like birds too. And I want to keep them safe. They get entertainment. BMO's favorite toys are the little bird feather toys she can carry through the house. Ooh, some of these pictures I feel like would be stunning, actually framed. Like these two right here. Oh, that one reminds me a little bit of Felix. Those two kind of side by side I think would be really gorgeous together. Ideas. Oh, there's another one. It's a trio. Love that. And as they get older, they get kind of those little white hairs kind of mixed in with them. Bagheera's having that happen. Maybe not quite on this scale, but he is up there. He is almost, Bagheera's almost 17, and given his laundry list of health issues, that is pretty good, honestly. I love these ones with the sunflowers. This looks similar to the other one, though. Now, I don't know anything about this book, but I think it's gorgeous. Oh, that's so cute. A little cross-eyed kitty. Oh, yes, this is very cute, Tammy. Thank you so much. Like I said, you just know me too well. I don't think I have a specific black cat book. And like I said, I love the concept of already having the cats colored and having the white accents, because it's so hard for me to replicate that myself right now. And so I can focus more on the items around them. And then some of these, because they're a little darker shaded, maybe I can, go back over them to make them darker black, or maybe I just leave them the way they are. And just like this one, I might just go over with a light gray first just to see what it does. Some of these with grayscale. So I actually really love this idea. So, all right. Now a couple new releases thrown into the mix. We have Comfy and Cozy from Jade Summer. I kind of went back and forth on this one. I was going to wait. It's adorable. I was going to wait. And then I thought, why not? Because I was getting this other book. And now this is more of a square book. As you can see, it is shorter than like the standard 8.5 by 11 book. So just want to call that out on the books that are special sized. And the usually they have the artist on the back, but I guess they didn't have room on this one. Here's the information on who's a part of this book. It's numerous contributors. I do appreciate the everything. I like their coloring challenges. Boy, if I could ever get the energy. But I've seen some their colorist person that does the videos doing these, and they're just so cute. They're so cute. These really lend to like pastel colors, which I should try to use more of. But it is pretty adorable. I feel like there is some opportunity too for creating my own textures in some of these areas that are a little bigger. Maybe not like in this picture. I'll have to find an example of what I'm talking about at some point. I have to say, a lot of a lot of coloring book artists are seeing how much we love like some more simplistic images maybe, and like these shorter little square books, and I've noticed a lot of coloring book artists doing these types of books, and I applaud that. I don't think those should be the only ones available, but I definitely think they are a good variety to have, and they're so like Jade Summer's one of them. They put out a lot of really simple, easy image books. They've put out a couple of those. Alexandra Franzese has a couple. I love them, but like I have to be careful because it's so easy to buy, because they're, they put out 3 or 4. I know Jade Summer has, and I think Alexandra Franzese has 3 or 4, and it's like I already have so many books from both the Jade Summer publisher, and then her Alexandra Franzese, and it's kind of like I need to be a little more mindful of what I'm buying. And that was one of the reasons I was going to hold off on this one, but I had a weak moment. It's still very cute though. And this one isn't as simplistic. This one's got some detail to it. It reminds me of the Kawaii town, but it's not as detailed as Kawaii town. Like, I want to color in that one too, and I have it, but I didn't realize how detailed those pages were going to be when I got it, and so this kind of reminds me of it, but this is more simplistic. So oh, it's cute with the little dragon, Tammy. Look at that. Got this book yet, Tammy? She's gonna whop me with a newspaper. She's gonna not fly down here. She might drive down here. I don't know. Whop me with a newspaper. Oh, he's in that washing machine. That's so funny. But like, I feel like especially the first few pictures of this book are like these blankets. Some of these places where it's there's not a lot of patterns in these pages, and so I feel like there might be some opportunity in some places to create my own little textures if I want. But I like that you can keep them solid, but I like that you could create, I don't know, it's a bit of a challenge in my opinion. It's not a huge space that I have to develop a pattern on, but it would be fun to like put in my own textures and kind of figure out how to do that. I used to draw a few little things into some of my pictures years ago when I wanted a couple things, and I'm not a great at drawing, but like actually I always was so proud when I did that, and I kind of miss it. And the unicorns, damn the unicorns, they have wings. Let me tell you, if you need a friend who will not influence you to buy coloring books, I won't be that friend for you. I'm sorry. You should be able to tell. My willpower is better, but it is still a challenge. This month hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. I really thought because I was like, yep, we're just blowing out, having a birthday month. I really thought there would be, oh, I love these tiny little images. Now these two have become more popular, like having multiple images on a page, and I love these. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. It's very like you could just, if you really just had such a small amount of time to color, you could do just one little image a day if you wanted to. I really like that. Now some of these are in black background. I love that. I want more in the black background, but I don't think Jade Summer is going to give that to me. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Unfortunately, this book, I think I jinxed myself by saying that most of my books have come with really nice solid black backgrounds lately, like my R.J. Hampson books, but like these are more of like a really dark gray. They're still okay, but like if I wanted them to be as intense as I want them to be, because there's a little line that's running through them, I guess, like I said, I hadn't had that problem in a long time, but here we are. They're still okay. I mean, I'm not going to bother going back over them with a marker. Absolutely not. But, ooh, that would be cool with like some of those bright pastel-y gel pens and stuff to make those really stand out. Well, there's a fair number of pictures. And then the sample pictures from one of those simple image books, and it's a kitty, which I'm so glad they gave me that. That might be a sample page I actually do. So, oh, I love these ideas on the back too. See, this is what I was talking about, like creating your own little textures with the quilt on this blanket, kind of the background paneling here and stuff. Like, there's an opportunity to do that in this book, and it's making me think of how I can implement that. So I really like that. All right, I am taking my sweet time tonight, am I? Oh well, it's fine. 50 monster-themed miniatures coloring book by Kameliya Angelkova. I know. I just gotta start coloring more in these books, and I gotta stop with the mindset that it's gotta be perfect. I love monsters. I love mythical fantasy creatures. I love anything fantasy or mythical. So I saw this and I was like, dag nabbit. Here we are. Should have known. I don't get them all, but usually if they're fantasy or mythical or woodland creatures, I pick them up. Cute. think I just got her other Halloween themed book that just came out too. I think she's getting some Halloween themed books out early this year, which I appreciate because I love coloring this kind of stuff any time of the year. Is he an actual creature? Is he a balloon? Who knows, right? Like that is a four-armed bat. Oh, that's adorable. Oh. But see, he has happy little ghosts visiting him. I don't know why he's so upset. Maybe he doesn't feel very good. What is going on with that bear and them X'd out eyes? That's not boding well for the bear. Oh, that's cute. I will say, like, I like all the pictures, but some of these feel like this is really cute. This is fine. But some of these feel a little extra simplistic, which I just said was perfectly fine. And there's nothing wrong with that, but like I would have expected a little more. I don't know. It's only a few of the images though, and that typically happens. I mean, she has 50 images in the book. So it's quite a few anyway. And so I wouldn't expect every one of them to be super detailed. I like that a lot. But that's the case in all her books. Some of the pages are a little more simple than the others. I've got to start. No, I don't. You know what? I don't. I don't have to start making any hard decisions about her books. If I want them, darn it, I'm gonna buy them. What I should do, except besides that, is start coloring in them. Not fussing over using a whole bunch of stuff to make them complicated. Just use some markers, use some easy stuff. Just enjoy coloring them and get a couple of them colored through. That's what I need to do. Is just work through my shelf. I really need to do a color and chat. I've just not had the time or the energy to do it lately, and but I've got there. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of thinking about my approach to things in life, and I don't know. Like, there's been a lot going on. Stupid flies flying around again. Um, Nothing crazy or earth shattering to tell y'all. Just I don't know. Just talking to let y'all know what's going on, and uh, something kind of happened that really made me kind of think about how I approach how I feel about like my coloring book collection and my coloring book supplies and stuff, and it kind of really changed my mentality a little bit. Finally, as it should have, and so I'm not going to get into it today because nobody wants to do that. They want to see the books. So I will save that for color and chat. Hopefully next Wednesday would be really nice, but we'll see. All right. I did ask for a couple colorit books from my in-laws for my birthday, and I got them. The first one is Tropical Scenes. Now, if you're not familiar with colorit books, they are, they have like a cardboard uh, binding cover to them. They are ring bound at the top. They're a little pricier than most of your like Amazon type books, though they're pretty competitive for really, I mean, the mythographic books have really went up in price. I don't know if anybody's noticed that, but you know, for I'd say most non-Amazon books that aren't specialty books from oh, these look so fun. God, I wish I was doing that. Like, I wish right now, Tammy, Chris, and I were on a beach somewhere. Here's our different drinks, and we're sitting there talking shit about people. No, not really. No, we're just sitting there chilling and vibing. Because honestly, I feel like we could all use a tropical vacation. And for those of you that are like, why don't you want your husband there? I do want my husband there. However, my husband does not like to fly. And because we don't have any tropical places within driving distance, he probably would just rather stay home. He doesn't like the beach like I do. So, as much as I want him there, I don't want him to be miserable on my behalf. So, oh, these are so fun. Really like these. I love tropical stuff. It's funny because I'm extremely pale and I grew up in a landlocked state, but I've always had a huge, sorry if I have not been fully in here showing you these. I've always loved water. I love the beach. I love, now the one thing we do have is really good like park system with lakes and dams and things like that. And those are my favorite places to go visit. Here in Tennessee and Kentucky, honestly, I think Kentucky state parks have been better, in my opinion, than Tennessee's for a number of years, but that might have changed. I don't know. It's been a hot minute since we've really been anywhere, which is going to probably change tomorrow because we're going somewhere with my brother-in-law and his wife, who are flying up to visit. We're either, there's also, Kentucky's also home to Mammoth Cave. Oh, that would be so nice. Is also home to Mammoth Cave, which I believe is the largest like cave system in the country. It's a national park, and we actually live like within an hour of that, and it is super awesome. Used to go there a lot growing up on field trips, and then as an adult I love going. And they have trails, they have the cave tours, but they also have other caves that they do tours for here in Kentucky and even in Tennessee. But there's one even closer to us called Lost River Cave that we've been to a couple times, and I think they've made some real changes to like their trails and stuff since we've been there, so we might go there tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit pop-up stormy, so we'll have to see, but it'll be nice though. It would be nice to get outside and do, it's been a long time since we've been able to go to any of these places, just because of my health and then because of work and my fatigue levels and my energy levels. And so, but anyway, I love water. I like caves a lot too, but really and truly, I love water. My husband and I celebrated our 9th wedding anniversary. Oh, that is so cute. Look at that. Boy, if I had a kitty there at the beach house, like, they would have to drag me out. Drag me out, y'all. Like, I would have to be kicking and screaming. Um, but we got married. Actually, we flew to Fort Lauderdale and got married on the beach. And it was so fun. It was absolutely perfect. It was such a vibe. And I'll talk about that more in my color and chat, but um, the one day I got to go to the beach for like half a day, I played like a little kid right in the where the water meets the sand. I just sat there and played like a little kid for 2 or 3 hours. And let me tell you, it was one of my happiest moments I think I've ever had in my life. Just the absolute joy of it. Because while I love the ocean and I'll get in it a little bit, I don't like to swim deep in, like, up to my neck, even in water I can't see the bottom of. So, there's 50 images in these, by the way, too, so that's why it's taking a hot minute. I had a lot of 50 image books tonight. That is part of the reason why these are all taking so long. But, these pictures just remind me of that. Actually, my dress looks very similar, I think, to hers. It's more flowy. Like, it's not that, it don't look that good, honey. But it's a little more flowy than that. But, I might share some of my pictures with y'all in the color and chat. But anyway, seeing these and just thinking about the ocean and stuff like that, I was thinking about that anyway recently, so it's funny how it's all tying together. But yeah, no, my husband does not love, he likes lakes and stuff, okay. I love getting out on boats. He's kind of, he's not afraid, but it's like, he could take it or leave it, right? That's just not his thing. Um, but I don't know, something extremely calming and relaxing about water. And it's one of the reasons I've started swimming again, which again, I will speak to again. I've been thinking a lot about water and tropical islands and stuff like that lately. But water is very calming and relaxing to me. And so I love this book though. Yeah, seriously, like, I don't know how Tammy feels about beaches, but I would love to have the opportunity to fly like all three of us. That would be so fun. Oh my goodness. Um, well, we really are. Oh no, we're fine. We're fine. I thought that said 57. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I also got the Halloween book, which has been on my wish list for a while as well, and I was super stoked about that. Another thing about colored books, if you're not familiar with them, as you saw from the pages, they are, ooh, that's an interesting idea. Okay. These are really thick, smooth cardstock type paper. It is some of the best marker paper you will find in coloring books. And in my opinion of 6 years of coloring, definitely not a expert. However, if you want good marker paper to blend and use markers on, these are, I feel like this paper really takes the cake on it. Yeah, speaking of cake, and y'all know how much I love Halloween, so that's why we have the Halloween one. Oh my gosh, I love that little whatever that headpiece is on that child. I love that. I don't normally like words in coloring books, but I do love me some puns. How is that girl sitting down in that pumpkin costume? Oh, that googly eye thing. I love that. Kid does not look very excited about that picture. Is that supposed to be like Slender Man or something? Oh my goodness. But see the ghost? He's having a fun time. He's seesawing. Boy, if I saw an owl with a box full of, a little pumpkin full of candy, I would be very concerned. Hey, there was a gnome picture. Just a little bit scarier gnome. I'm ahead of the carve. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Do you like I said, I love me some puns. Who is watching this child? Why are they like 4? Who is paying attention to this child and why is he just wandering? Is he supposed to be with them? Is like one of them, one of this group, an older sibling or something, and they're supposed to be watching him? Because they're not doing a very good job. I don't know if you noticed, but young children are not good babysitters. Yeah, no, I'm okay. I can pass on that. Unless they start doing a putting on the Ritz routine or something, like in Young Frankenstein. I don't know why I got flies. Like I hadn't seen a single fly recently, and we keep our porch. We keep the door open to our screened-in porch during the day so the cats can go in and out, and that's where sometimes we'll have a fly get in, and this one just seems intent on screwing up a video, so. Boy, he is just missing a jaw entirely. Poor guy. That's gonna make things hard to chomp. Ooh, that looks nice and creepy. I love a good creepy page without it being like overly ghouls just want to have fun. Well, I like that one. I want more pictures of goblins. As a fantasy girl, I really need more pictures of goblins. There is one there, speaking of Tammy, for Tammy, since she loves the headless Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, who is watching this child? Where did he go? What happened to him? Here he was very prominently featured in the beginning and then he disappeared. Of course, given the cast of characters I've been seeing, I'm concocting a story in my head that the owl stole his candy and so the owl led him to the house. And now all these different creatures and things are gearing up for a scary night. Oh, somebody's woke him up. Oh, yeah, this will be the last one in the book. I will try not to even look at this picture again. Though, to be fair, with all the detail work, it's not as scary because I feel like if I came across a spider that was, weaving that type of web, like they just wouldn't have time to be trying to F me up. They would just be like, hey, I gotta create this really intricate design, so if you could just leave me alone, it's all cool. And so I'm perfectly okay with that. Love it. Halloween and cats go hand in hand. You another spider, but yeah, that one's alright, I guess. At least these look kind of the big hairy tarantula types, which, not that I have a preference for spiders, but thankfully through watching videos of friends who have tarantulas and stuff, I'm slightly less afraid of those, but I also know I'm not going to necessarily come across a tarantula out here doing my day-to-day stuff, so that's probably why. Little mandala. King, Frankenstein's monster. Better say that right. Everybody's going to come after me. This is a fun book. Feels a bit random. That's okay. I want to know what happened to that little kid. Are we just saying okay, so they survived the haunted house. Are we just saying the little kid just didn't make it out? Like, is this a lesson in, hey, maybe don't let your 4-year-old go roaming around by himself? I mean, I thought we already had that with the prevalence of, like, true crime out there, but I guess maybe these are the kids enjoying hanging out with their family. I don't know. Like I said, this is so weirdly chaotic. Is that the same picture? Yeah. I feel like we saw that same picture here at the beginning, didn't we? I am losing it because I really thought we did. Yep. Okay. Well, that child is never to be seen again. Is apparently the takeaway from this book. The older kids never knew. Never knew. That is a little bit creepy, not gonna lie. Alright, and finally, because my husband loves to get me coloring books every now and then to cheer me up. He had gotten me a dinosaur book he found, what is that? I think Dollar General or something, last month. And he was very bummed that there were no dinosaurs on skateboards in the book. And so I ended up getting this Kawaii Skateboarding Dinosaur Coloring Book for all ages. For all ages. Now, I don't know anything about these books. This one and the other book I'm going to show you, I don't know if the images are AI. I don't know anything about that. So I can't speak to those. I do know that, so I'll just, at this point, I'm going to give you a disclaimer on what if a book may or may not be using AI, and it's very possible, but they are dinosaur skateboarding. So, I mean, come on. I'm pretty okay with that. Yeah. You can see the fingers and toes are not quite matching up in some of these. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Maybe dinosaurs on skateboards can be a request for the hand-drawn artist out there. But in the meantime, I have this one. But it's so funny. He was so bummed about that one, so he had to find one where they were on skateboards. I love this little fella. He is chonky and he is having a great time. And this one's got the little lines through it too. That's such a bummer. Like I said, I was just saying in that last coloring book collection video or the last flip video or something, how good a quality of the Amazon printed books I've been getting lately. And see, it's really getting to the point I just don't feel like I can put things out in the universe anymore. Because the moment I say them, everything seems to go wrong. So I like him too. Um, oh, he's even got a little backwards hat. He is rocking the '90s look there. Love that for him. And he's got little sneakers on. He's probably the smartest one of the bunch. I wonder, there's probably like some aerodynamics with these little uh, raised edges and stuff for some of these where they just don't, like wind resistance is probably a problem for some of these. I can't imagine the size of that skateboard. I'm either envisioning a gigantic skateboard, like football field long skateboard, or I'm imagining a teeny tiny T-Rex. Did they decide that T-Rexes weren't really dinosaurs and they're just maybe a combination of dinosaurs or something like that? I feel like I saw that somewhere. Hopefully I didn't ruin your day with that announcement. I could be wrong. Do not take anything I say, unless I say it's been thoroughly researched. Do not take anything I say as gospel. Definitely go do your own research. But I feel like I saw that recently. Or maybe that was the brontosaurus, or what they used to call the brontosaurus. And yeah, very 90s little guy here, though he's having a little problem there with his hands. They all seem to be having some problems with their hands. That's okay though. They don't need their hands to skateboard. Oh no, oh no. Problems with that one in his feet though. See, that's a real problem. Is you don't want the feet to be off when you're skateboarding. Who helped him tie those shoes? Hopefully those were just slip-on shoes. Now see, this guy is smart. He's got the knee pad. He's got all the safety pads. Those must be slip-on shoes because there's no way. How could he have tied them? Also, very smart. Now, he looks pretty angry. There's probably a lot of things about dinosaurs that, as a kid versus what they know now as an adult that I don't know has changed. So, that's okay. I feel like the realism expectations in this book greatly. There's claws coming through. Shoot. I feel like the realism for this type of book and the subject matter kind of went out the window when we introduced the skateboards. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they did have skateboards. We'll find their fossils, but we're not going to find any skateboards, right? Oh, Winry's howling. I guess I better hurry up and wrap this up. Which I do. I need to go to bed fairly early tonight. So I can... And I went swimming today, and I went for a whole hour, and I don't know what I was thinking, because I know I'm going to be sore. I already feel like I'm getting sore. I don't know what I was thinking, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. We're going to get through this weekend, and it'll be all good. And now, why they couldn't have these two combined, I don't know, but nothing, the humor in this house has never been elevated. And we're okay with that as people. And this is sadly, surprisingly, is not the first fart-related coloring book I have. This is the second one that I own. A little bit of trivia. If I ever do a trivia on me, oh, that would be fun. Trivia on me. This is going to be a question. So file it away in your head. Write it down on a Post-it note. I have two coloring books about farts. So, but this is specifically for dinosaurs that are specific to farts. Now, there might be farts happening in some of the other books I have, but look, lowbrow humor, whatever gets you through the day, whatever gets your little tiny little tidbits of serotonin you have left humming. He looks very distressed at that. This one is very chill about it, and he's like, "Yep, so deal with it." This guy, he must be having some stomach troubles along with that. Yes, Winry. Yes. Are you gonna come show them your mouse? Oh, we got real quiet. She didn't like that. No, nobody's taking my mouse. Well, I think that's half your problem, buddy, is these fish. How long have they been dead? That might be why you're having troubles right there. And what is that you're standing in? I don't want to know. If I were to color this, would I need to color that? And a very unfortunate color. Okay. These are very chaotic. It's like they have them and then they have them on, they have these backgrounds. Oh my gosh. So no, these aren't exactly like the high caliber books that other books I have in my collection. But I do love, I do have a couple humor books like this. These are the type that I would color and then we would hang up around the house. Like tack them on the fridge. I think I figured out what happened to the dinosaurs. Maybe it wasn't a meteor. Maybe it was just gastro conditions. I don't know what it is with this disco ball in the background. Like, are they doing the disco vibe while they're having their gas problems? Okay, that's rather aggressive. No, thank you. It is quite windy today. I like that. Oh my gosh. Wow. So yeah, I figured I would share these with you. Yes, these are available on Amazon. If you have family members that enjoy gas-related humor and just want laid back, not I doubt anybody spent a lot of time on these pages. That just wants a funny book to color randomly, then they would probably enjoy this. All right, so there we go. Very interesting collection of books. I have dinosaurs. They got on the skateboards for a while. Then they, I guess, all the skateboarding made their stomach hurt, and had that. Then we've got Halloween. We've got beach. We've got monsters. We've got cute little kawaii type vibe, and then we have cats. And I don't know, that feels pretty, honestly, a pretty good summary of the variety of tastes I have and who I am as a person. So this feels rather appropriate. I think about the only thing we don't have in here is woodland animals. We have some fantasy, but we don't have any woodland animals. It's probably about the only other thing I don't have in here. So like this is my vibe. I guess if anybody asks me like what are things you enjoy, like this is a nice this is a nice conglomeration. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go track that thing down. BMO needs to get on her job, man. She is turned into the expert bug catcher in the house, and she needs to get to it. But yeah, I feel like, again, no real rhyme or reason to this, and that feels very reflective of me as a person. So I'm going to roll with it. But anyway, so here is the full flip through of all these books. You will see these again in my birthday book and supply haul. However, I will just be briefly showing each book in that one. Like I said, kind of doing these backwards, but necessity, just because I don't have that much time tonight and I need a little more time to prep the supply haul part of it. So hope you guys enjoy, and I will hopefully talk to you guys, be back with another video Sunday or Monday at the latest. Hope you guys, if for my US people, I hopefully you get a nice 3-day weekend. Honestly, I think most of us really need an extra day. I actually took a couple extra days myself. I took Thursday and Friday off because work's about to get really intense again. And this was a slower week, and I had the opportunity, and because I've just been all over the place with my energy levels this week, I just really could have used a straight 5 days to kind of relax. There's other reasons I'll talk about in the coloring chat. So it's probably interesting. I would go back, like, thinking about my past videos, like the tone-age difference in some of my videos. Like, I feel like this one I'm a little more perky, a little more peppy, because I've been off work for a couple days and I'm in a lot better mood. It's amazing how getting out of a stressful environment can brighten your mood. Who would have ever guessed that? And so it's just funny sometimes. I feel like my energy and my tone and everything is so different between videos, and I would love to reach a more stable middle ground, instead of all these highs and lows, mostly lows, but you know, working on it. So all right, I'll talk to you guys in a couple days. Bye for now.